All of your relationships will be strained. This is because your partner, family and friends and work colleagues are not in a relationship with you. They're in a relationship with the depression. And the depression would have caused you to say and do things that would hurt any relationship. Sometimes it is your apparent indifference to other people that will create problems, but mostly you do not have the energy to be productively and positively involved with others, even if you love them dearly. The first thing to do is to tell people you are closest to that you have a depression and that you are now taking steps to recover. Do not try to act as if you are 100% in front of these people, or the demands of this acting performance will exhaust you. A sad but all too common response to people who have suicided is, "We didn't know they were suffering depression." Tell the important people that you are not 100%. The effort of hiding the depression and acting 100% will always weaken you. After informing these individuals of your condition, you will then need to very carefully manage these relationships. Work out who is likely to help and who is likely to hinder your recovery. Be aware that just because you love someone, it does not necessarily mean that that person can help you to recover. Educate those who can help by having them read the below section on living with someone suffering a depression. Preferably, have them read the entire book so that they understand the full brain battery recovery program. I do this with all of my clients. I always have the important people attend an early session to educate them on what needs to happen, simply because these individuals do not know how to help. You will also need to be more proactive with the people who are likely to hinder your recovery. You have to protect yourself from these taxing individuals. I would again emphasize the crucial importance of the recovery environment. At the very least, you need a mentally safe, mentally stable, mentally supportive place to live. This may or may not be your home over the recovery period. You need to be free from the immediate presence of stress and also free from any situation or any person who might trigger emotional stress. This might be the behaviors or demands of another person, or it might be the demands that you place on yourself in the company of other people. To recover from a depression, you must avoid anything or anyone or any group of people that weakens you. And even the best of homes and good people can inadvertently act to prevent recovery. In fact, I have consistently found that it is so much easier to help single people who live alone than clients who live with a partner or family. Single people live much simpler lives with fewer social obligations, and it gives them even more control over what they do with their time. With no live-in partner or children to contend with, it also reduces feelings of guilt, resentment, jealousy, and impatience. This means there are fewer emotional triggers that act to weaken them, and emotional triggers are one of the biggest drains on the brain. How you engage with your children, your partner, your friends, and work colleagues will determine how fast you recover. Read the below sections. My name is Johnstone. I am a clinical psychologist. When you are below 50%, your mind cannot keep pace with people who are 100%, and you will tire quickly. Being around people who are not mentally exhausted when you are mentally exhausted is extremely exhausting. Everything must be organized around your recovery from this dangerous, debilitating disorder for a few short weeks of the recovery period. All of your relationships must take a lower priority than your recovery. As a recovery general rule, you also need to minimize your face-to-face contact and conversations with everyone, simply because socializing when below 50% and acting as if you're okay when you're not okay is hard work. Make certain that your recovery environment is populated by helpful people, not draining people. And do not become overly involved in the emotions of regret over how the depression has damaged any relationship. The best apology is to beat the depression so that you can come back into your important relationships and be the person you truly are, the person they fell in love with. You can have a great relationship with your current partner or with someone else when you are free from the symptoms of depression, but you are absolutely guaranteed to have a lousy relationship if you remain in this disordered condition.